Now coming to plantae, here we will study algae, bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperm. Now coming to algae, first of all we will come to know that how asexual reproduction takes place in algae. First of all, motile zoospores, motile spores in algae are known as zoospores, while aplanospores are non-motile zoospores. Hypnospores are each spore surrounded by cyst inside the cell, while akinete is having the cyst enclosing the different spores. While in palmella stage, what we have numerous spores embedded in the mucilage. So this is the story. So asexual reproduction is by these different modes. All are possible in Chlamydomonas. Now, in Chlamydomonas, asexual reproduction is by the above modes, while sexual is by isogamy. Iso means similar, gametes means union, or anisogamy means different gametes are united. So, isogamy or anisogamy may be both morphological and physiological. So now see, morphological isogamy means both zoospores are of same shapes and size, while physiological they are should be of same strain like plus plus or plus minus. Anisogamy means difference, like plus minus is mating, then we call physiologically anisogamy. While when different shape and size of zoospores are mating, then what we call? We call morphological anisogamy. Now, Chlamydomonas nivalis gives red snow. Cup-shaped of chloroplast is found in Chlamydomonas. Now, coming to Spirogyra, why we call it like they have spiral or ribbon-shaped chloroplast? They are known as pond silk. Asexual reproduction is by the modes, while sexual reproduction is in the form of conjugation. This has been asked in mains last year. Now see, first of all, conjugation first mode is scaly form. Here we are having ladder type of reproduction in which two filaments come together. Conjugation tubes are formed, and from one filament, all spores come inside the other filament. So output is zygospore filled in entire filament. One filament is entirely filled with zygospore, while other filament remains attached but is completely hollow. So what has taken place is scaly form conjugation. Come to lateral conjugation. It is of two types: direct lateral and indirect lateral. In direct lateral type, the cell wall of the two adjacent cells bursts or it collapses, and the zygospore is formed in the alternate cells. Similarly, in indirect lateral, from the septum a bulging is arised and conjugation tube is formed. So what we have? We have in lateral conjugation only one filament is involved, while in Scaly two different filaments are involved. In lateral, alternate hollow and filled filament is observed, while in scaly form, one filament is completely hollow, while other filament is completely filled. Now, coming to Eurothrix species, why we call Eurothrix? It is having U-like or girdle-like or collar shape of chloroplast. Asexual reproduction is by zoospores only, but here zoospores are released in vesicles. They are not due to the bursting of cells, while in sexual reproduction, this is by the fusion of zoospores. On the fusion of zoospores, we obtain quadriflagellate zygote. This quadriflagellate zygote is converted to zygote, which is formed to zygospores. These zygospores on reduction division give us zoospore. These four zoospores form adult plant, which again give zoospore, and this life cycle is going on. Now, coming to bryophytes. Bryophytes are known as amphibian of plant kingdom. Why they are called so? Because they need plant. These plants need water and land both. Hence, they are known as amphibian. They are classified into three classes: Hepaticopsida or liverwort, they resemble as liver; Anthocerapsida or hornwort, they resemble as horn; while musci, they are true mosses. Example: Funaria and Sphagnum. Here in liverwort, what we have gamma cups in the shape of, in case of Markensia, they reproduce excessively with the help of asexual reproduction is with the help of gamma cups. Example: Markensia. While in Anthrocerapsida we have Anthoceras, this resembles as horns we have in cattle, hence we call them horn moss. About sphagnum, it absorbs 18 to 20 times more water than their body weight. Now coming to liverworts, hornworts and true. They liverworts disperse their spores with the help of elytras, while hornworts by pseudoelytras and peristome teeth movement is found in true mosses. Now coming to true moss life cycle funaria. In this alternation of generation is distinct haploid spores which are released by peristomic movement. We have peristome teeth here, 16 into 2, matlab 32 peristome teeth are there, which liberates the spore from the capsule or spore sac. These spores develop germinate into protonema, which develop into the thallus. Thallus has archegonia and antheridia. Antheridia is club-shaped while archegonia is flask-shaped. Archegonia has neck canal cells 6 to 10, while pericardial leaves are there, but non-swollen paraphysis is there. While in antheridia or male sex organ, we have all sex organs are jacketed. And they give antherozoid with the help of mitosis. These antherozoids are bioflagellate. They have perigonial leaves and sterile paraphysis with swollen tip. These androzoids swim toward the archegonia and zygote is formed, which results into a capsule, which is sporophyte. But this sporophyte is dependent upon the gametophyte. This has two sporangia, where spore mother cell divides and by meiosis and gives rise to spore, which is dispersal with the help of peristomic movement. Now, coming to pteridophytes, they are known as snake of plant kingdom. Here, alternation of generation is distinct. There are of two types, homosporous pteridophytes and heterosporous pteridophytes. Homosporous means spores are of only same type, like Lycopodium, Equisetum, Phenolia, etc. Equisetum is known as horsetail moss. Equisetum is known as horsetail moss, while heterosporous are Selaginella and Salvinia species. Now, coming to life cycle of two fund Bryophytes. They Bryophytes have meristily means they have Mizarch xylem and xylem is having outer phloem, that is leptocentric condition is found here, which we will discuss in anatomy. Now here also life cycle starts with spores which develop into protonema, which results into prothallus, which has archegonia and antheridia. Archegonia is having 1 to 4 neck canal cell, while antheridia is having antherozoid which are multiflagellate. They swim towards each other and zygote is formed, which result into the sporophyte. This sporophyte has sporophylls which is having sorus upon it. In sorus, what is sorus? It is group of sporangia. Sorus are of different types. So here these sporangia are protected by the help of inducium, and on reduction division they give rise to spore. Now lastly coming to gymnosperm, they are naked seeded plant. They have xylem vessel is absent here except Nita, Ephedra and Bulvetia. Transfusion tissues are present. Now coming to life cycle of cycles. Now coming to life cycle of cycles. Cycles is a dioecious plant where sexes are separate. Here it is having diplontic life cycle. Here the life cycle starts with seed which is 2n diploid. It develop into the plant. Male and female plants are separate. In male plant we have male cone where microsporangia is there, and in female we are having we are having female cone where megasporophylls are there which bears megasporangia. In megasporangia we are having megasporia ovule formation. In matured ovule, we do not have any neck canal cell, but we are having two eggs. Now, in microsporangia, we have microspore mother cell, which on reduction division gives microspore, yeah, pollen. Pollination is by after pollination. What we harvest is we have pollen tube. In pollen tube, we have two sperms. These sperms are multiflagellate, top shaped, and biggest sperm in this plant kingdom. Now, similarly, what we are having biggest ovule in this cycles. After fertilization, we are having fertilized seed, and again the life cycle goes on. But here, endosperm is always haploid. Pollination was at three-celled stage. Now, in life cycle of pinus, what difference we have? We are having monoecious plant, male and female cone are on the same plant. They have winged pollen, which are four-celled. This pollination takes place at a time in the entire pine forest. So this is known as sulfur sour or yellow dust or yellow forest. This causes allergic fever, hay fever. Now, lastly, coming to angiosperm. Angiosperm is which we are having cover shift, which are divided into monocot and dicot. These are life cycle entire diplontic. Okay, this we will discuss in detail in sexual reproduction in flowering plant. With that, we end our entire plant diversity